power, and money, also known right now as Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And in this breaking story, what Elon Musk has done over the last 2 or 3 years, especially related to elections, goes further than almost any bully pulpit that Donald Trump may possess in power of the most powerful country on the globe. And yet, what Musk is also doing, which happens to many bullies, is you finally push the neighborhood too far. And that neighborhood in this breaking story is Europe. And they are getting damn sick and tired. And to that point, just like what you've seen in the gerrymandering of our Supreme Court and our judging system, judicial branch, is Musk is about to get his comeuppance. And I'm going to show you that to you in just a few seconds. Listen to what some of Musk has done towards some of the European leaders very recently. Take a listen.
In Europe, leaders in France, Germany, Norway and the UK have all denounced tech giant Elon Musk's political power. The statements from the global leaders are in response to Mr. Musk's political skirmishes on social media, the most recent one being aimed at British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The billionaire who owns X has shared a series of posts critical of the British government after it rejected a call for a public inquiry into a child sex grooming scandal. This attack directly targeted the British PM, saying he failed to bring what many term rape gangs to justice during the time he was the Director of Public Prosecutions. Elon Musk, of course, is a close confidant of US President-elect Donald Trump and has received a consultancy position within the US government. Mr. Musk's political assaults are now getting wide pushback in Europe as his political presence on social media becomes more targeted. The French President Emannuel Macron didn't directly name Mr. Musk in his denouncement, but it appears he did take a swipe at him in an address about foreign policy. He says, who could have imagined 10 years ago that the owner of one of the world's largest social networks would intervene directly in elections, including in Germany? Well, in Germany itself, the Chancellor there, Olaf Scholz, name-checked Mr. Musk, casting doubts on the tech billionaire's ability to influence the German people. He said, "We act as if Mr. Musk's statements could influence a country of 84 million people with untruths and half-truths or expressions of opinion. This is simply not the case." And although Norway has been a hub for Mr. Musk's Tesla, its leader, Jonas Gahr Støre, made his opposition to Mr. Musk's political meddling clear, saying, "I find it worrying that a man with enormous access to social media and huge economic resources involves himself so directly in the internal affairs of other countries."
And then Macron said this.
Who would have thought?
There you go, saying, if we had been told that the owner of one of the largest social networks in the world would support a new international reactionary movement and directly intervene in elections, including in Germany, who would have imagined it? This is the world in which we live and in which we
are going to do diplomacy.
So in this breaking story, every single country is likely to follow France's lead in shutting Musk down and freezing his assets. Take a listen. Breaking news: France's Assembly passes bill against foreign interference. The Assemblée Nationale approved the use of online surveillance run by an algorithm in order to monitor suspicious activity and foreign interference. However, France could use this to freeze the financial assets of Elon Musk and jail him for foreign election interference. Algorithm-based online surveillance has existed in France since 2015, but has only so far been used to hunt down potential terrorists. This new law would expand the practice to pinpoint potential perpetrators of foreign interference during a 4-year test period. Renaissance lawmaker Sacha Houlié has argued that while the method had mixed results in the anti-terror fight, it could be more useful to ferret out foreign agents after suspicious activity. He gave the example of a Chinese agent who arrives in France, makes bookings in several hotels, then cancels them, then makes some more and cancels them too. He did not provide more details. The law would also require people lobbying for foreign interests to sign up to a registry with sanctions for those who did not. The foreign entities would include non-EU foreign powers. firms of which half or more are foreign-owned or foreign-funded, and foreign political parties. The bill also lays out the possibility of freezing the financial assets of people, firms, or entities found to have engaged in foreign interference. In November, the French Parliamentary Intelligence Committee said France faced, in quotes, an omnipresent and lasting threat of foreign interference. It called for new legislation, saying the current tools at the disposal of the intelligence services were not sufficient to counter threats in the long term. The Intelligence Committee pointed to a large-scale information manipulation campaigns, saying they amounted to a new form of foreign interference and stressing their unprecedented scale. And that is Elon Musk. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Elon Musk just wants to rule the world. I'd sing the song from the 80s, but I'll spare you that pain. The bottom line is, this man is extraordinarily dangerous in the sense that not his genius of the companies he's built or how he's assessed and created his wealth, not that, but how he intends to use it. This is the same thing that applies to everything. We have the tools to feed the world. We also have the tools to destroy the world. Which do we spend more time on? Elon Musk, along with Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, they have the tools to clean up the ocean and save the bees. But what do they spend their time doing? That's the issue at hand. And I have a distinct feeling over the course of the next 2 years, you're going to see every single country in the EU, also NATO potentially, put together specific changes in some of their laws to be able to handle people like Musk legally. Folks, it is a difficult, challenging, complex time. Please keep calm, breathe, enjoy your life, talk to your friends, talk to people occasionally you don't agree with, and my phrase, stay frosty.